weapons drawn. The duo defended themselves from the oncoming humans, trying to explain that they meant no harm. The battle ended quickly with the leader of the town called a halt to their onslaught.
My apologies, travelers. We haven't had visitors since some time.
The leader explained that among the dozens of human communities that populated the world, most tended to be violent. In order to survive, they had to develop defenses. He led them to the town center, the crowd following them out of curiosity. They discovered that they shared a thirst for adventure and a love for their world, and the pair were quickly accepted into the community. Its members taught them everything they knew, from fishing to building with redstone. Over time, they grew a reputation as valiant fighters and innovative builders. After discovering that the community was interested in helping nearby villagers, Steve and Alex founded the Builder Clan, which would later become known as the Ancient Builders. The first members of this organization established its goal to explore the world, maintain its ancient structures, and protect villagers from the creatures that threatened them. Steve and Alex continued exploring together as part of the Builders, and soon they began to notice a disturbing trend among the villages that they visited. Villagers were found trapped in cages of iron bars, glass, even bedrock.
How is this possible? Isn't this stuff unbreakable?
Alex, you know there's only one person who could have done this.
Steve correctly guessed that Brian had used the command block to torment the villagers that he'd grown jealous of. He watched his friend's fondness for these beings grow, making them a central part of their lives while they left him behind. Brian no longer saw them as real beings, knowing that they were fabricated as a part of the game he was imprisoned in. He acted out, exercising his power to trap them within unbreakable bedrock walls. Steve looked around warily and saw Brian hovering just above the tree line nearby, confirming his fears. From a distance, Brian looked at the two heroes, silently swearing to break them out of this world. They believed that their good deeds here made them better than him, but he would shatter that illusion. He turned to fly away, and Steve realized that his old friend had become unrecognizable since they arrived in this world.
No friend of ours would do this. It's time to stop being sentimental about Brian.
Burdened by the knowledge of Brian's cruelties, the ancient builders, led by Steve and Alex, roamed from village to village to clean up the messes left in his wake. They would free the poor, tormented villagers from the various predicaments they were subjected to, always arriving after Brian had vanished.
Oh, thank you, heroes! I've been stuck in there for days!
Angered by what they found, some of the builders wanted to confront Brian. Others, including Steve and Alex, were hesitant to face him directly with the powers he now possessed. Brian watched and waited from afar, staring. His eyes were unblinking, unnatural. One day, when Steve and Alex were taking a break away from the rest of the builders, Brian made his move, suddenly appearing before them. They could do nothing as they were teleported away to Brian's woodland mansion.
Where are we? Where did you take us?
Do you like it? I built it myself.
Brian led them through room after room of poorly made furniture replicas, his best approximation of items he didn't know how to print. Now that he had them alone, Brian once again tried to talk some sense into his friends. He had to convince them that the world they loved so much was not real. It was merely an illusion, a game that they were trapped in. He tried to show them how he saw the game, but they dismissed him as crazy, a conspiracy theorist. It was evident that they had forgotten all about their lives before they had entered this game world. Unbothered by their protests, he teleported them once again, this time into a prison deep within the mansion itself.
You can't do this! Let us out of here!
You may not see it yet, but soon I will be the hero. Hero Brian.
Knowing the builders would not sit quietly by, Brian spawned an army of villagers to keep Steve and Alex secure inside the mansion. The builders, having noticed the disappearance of their leaders, started a desperate search to find them. As if wanting to be found, it wasn't long before the heavily protected mansion was discovered. With his friends secured nearby, Brian began the final step of his plan to break free from this world. He climbed to a room high within his mansion, placed the command block on a pedestal, and began the ritual. Though he tried to remain focused, he could sense the builders sneaking through his mansion, trying to break the leaders free from his captivity. As the spell took hold and the power of the command block began to fuse with his body, Brian's eyes began to glow. For the first time, he felt like a hero. Alex and Steve called desperately to their rescuers, but the thick walls muted their cries. The builders walked silently through the mansion until they finally found Steve.
Get up. You'll never survive that again.
Hero Brian swiftly killed the builder and spawned villagers to take care of the rest. Though they were thoroughly trained in defense combat, they'd never been so outnumbered before. The villagers poured down on the group of builders as their numbers dwindled. One builder heard a faint call for help and bolted from the fight towards the sounds of Steve and Alex. He tore through the wall to find Steve and Alex surrounded by villagers. Without a word, the three of them fled.
Help the others. There's something I have to do.
Steve broke off and began climbing staircases, urgently searching for roads. Finally, he found the command block, removed it, placed the bucket of lava on the ground. Hero Brian teleported into the room, but it was too late.
Don't come a step closer. I'll die in this lava if that's what it takes to destroy this thing.
Hero Brian hesitated, unsure if he was willing to hurt his friend to free them all from this world. Steve threw the block into the lava as the flames began to engulf the room, trapping himself, Alex, and Hero Brian in this world forever. Hero Brian fumed, furious that without the block, his immense power wasn't enough to free him from this reality. He teleported away, knowing he'd never forgive Steve for imprisoning him here, and began his unending search for another command block.
Most people believe you have to wait 20 minutes for a sniffer egg to hatch. But actually, by using sticky pistage at the perfect speed, you can force it to break instantly. I'm asking ClickBase Minecraft hacks to see if they're bad or bad. Starting with...
Players may have just found the new weirdest bug in all of the new Minecraft 1.20 update.
What
By
is it?
simply using a trident and a channeling book, combining an anvil together, and throwing them at a hanging sign, and then having one of your friends or yourself walk into the sign with a full inventory, you'll instantly get electrocuted over and over by the lightning, just like a lightning rod.
Hey, yo, literally an infinite lightning bomb. Man just casually whipped out a hanging sign and turned it into a torture machine. Now, I'm pretty certain from the anvil menu, he was using Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Then he combined it with a channeling one book onto his trident. Well, let me go sit there. Oh, yo, listen. I can literally hear the trident like bashing the side multiple times. For a channeling trident to work, it has to at least be raining because what it does is bring down the lightning from the sky. Cool, right? Challenge here, my dude. Of course I got a baby wall. What is my luck? Let's try a full-size lunch here, guys, and now we're going to throw the trident at the sign. Here goes nothing. Hey, now! That was brutal!
In vanilla Minecraft, you only get 10 hearts, and most people think you cannot grow with that little game-breaking glitch by which you can get hundreds of hearts in survival Minecraft. So,
No way!
in Notch will give you 8 extra hearts, which
Yeah,
will
but that's
take
normal.
seconds. But if you eat to a normal golden apple just after that, and wait 2 minutes, you will get 6 permanent hearts. And the best part is, it has no limits, meaning you could with your one stack of Notch apples to get 384 permanent hearts.
You don't think this is real? Nah, let me know in the comments.
अभी
We got
456 हुए हैं।
golden apples. I'll munch on the enchanted one first and then immediately munch on the regular one. I ate the second one, but that literally didn't give me any extra hearts. Did it give me extra effects? No, the effects are the same. It literally just cancelled and got rid of my second golden apple, unless it actually does give me permanent hearts. I don't know, I won't believe it till I see it. Oh, we're almost done. Okay, here goes nothing, and we still have the hearts. We don't have the effect. We still have the hearts. We lost 2, but we kept 6. And then they said we could just eat another enchanted apple on top of this, and they would stack. I want to see just how far we can push this. Nah, this is broken. This is actually broken, yo. I can come all the way up in the sky here, drop down. I don't think we can get a scratch. It didn't even hurt. Unbelievable.
You can actually tame creepers in Bedrock Edition so that they'll follow you around and never explode.
That's supposed to be captains.
Or they're not the creeper tame. Creepers are like someone I know, but I can't finish that joke because of an NDA I was forced to sign. This was a build based on mechanic found by Dixon James.
Just show me how to do it, man. Get on with
Add
it.
another portal and place a dispenser and power seal behind it. Light it and activate the dispenser, and if you don't get something out, just use the dispenser when you walk over to break it. The portal lock, and underneath the portal build a 5 deep hole that you place a piston and slime lock into, and line the edges with non-stickable blocks. Then get a creeper to that hole without letting him go into the portal, and name tag it. Then next to the hole, put a calibrated scope sensor, and lead a signal string of 6 into it. I use a lifetime with a 30-page sign book on page 12.
Oh my god.
Repeater leading into the scope sensor. Of repeaters leading from that into the piston below. So 3 on full ticks, and 1 on one tick, and let the creeper point the seal, and he'll explode as he's entering the portal. And about half the time, he'll disappear before exploding, and then on the other end of the portal, he will be there, completely tamed, following you around like he's trying to explode, but he never will.
This is too good to be true.
Time
Whatsoever, based on
4:58.